Really, really big and good win for us from the standpoint that Malik goes down after a few minutes, and I mean across the board, guys stepped up. Zach and Debo carry us, Domas with a triple-double, and that is a really good, well-coached, physical team at home at the end of a road trip, and those are the type of games that if we want to think about doing what we've talked about, we must come in and play and compete at a high level, especially after back-to-back. So super, super proud and excited for our guys.
Hey, Doug, what was the message at halftime, man, after giving up 72?
To just, not back down, stay with the physicality. We're not complaining to the referees. We know how they play, and we come here to win a ball game. They got going in the first half, and we hung around and hung in there and just make sure that we came out in the second half and hit first. And I thought the guys, after scoring that many in the first half, you come out and you hold them to 45. They did a really, really solid job.
When Zach gets cooking like that.
Yeah, it's when he gets a heater going, it's a different type of heater. It's you just want him to touch the ball every time. So we were trying to create ways for him to get it, knowing that they're going to be physical, they're going to top block in the corners, they're going to blow up DHOs, and guys found him, and he found the game to his credit.
When you look at some of the hustle stats, what stands out to you? I'm looking at, second chance points, offensive rebounding. That was big.
Well, for us, like when you're double-digit offensive rebounding, that means we're giving ourselves an opportunity. We talk about the ability to turn teams over to create extra possessions, and offensive rebound to create extra possessions. And tonight it wasn't about the turnovers because they took care of the basketball, 9 turnovers, and we only got 7 points. But when you look at 18 offensive rebounds, that means guys are crashing, they're very active, and after a back-to-back, very, very impressive for our guys.
Can you speak to just the psychology of the NBA? You lose at Washington, everybody thinks the world is ending. Now you're on a 3-game win streak. I mean,
yeah.
How do you describe that?
The basketball universe, man, is it's an interesting thing. I mean, life in general, but I tell them sometimes you get what you need and not what you want. We want to play well all the time, but obviously in that moment, there were many things with us that needed to be discussed and needed to be, like that's a part of our game that needs to evolve as well. And I think it took a low point like that to make us address it. And I told them after the next win, after that loss, and we go to Charlotte, I said, listen, I'm super proud and impressed that a group of young men can come together and discuss things like men, and then go out and trust each other enough that the words back up with actions. Those are powerful, powerful things, man. And when you get a group of people that believe in each other, that trust each other, that love each other, and I know that they do because I hear them on the plane, I hear them on the bus. I haven't heard this type of communication like that since I played here, and it's been a long while. But that type of love can carry you through a lot of different things. And make no mistake, in this NBA, there's going to be ups and downs, but if you want to be able to stabilize the ship, you got to lock arms and hold each other accountable and love each other up.
You speak about JV and Devin individually and what they gave you guys.
JV was down there, man, like if there were sound effects to what was going on down there, that would have been, listen, Big Stu is about that life. You know what I'm saying? I love him. I watched him at Washington, so I know he is from me being from Seattle, but every time the shot goes up, everyone's looking at that. But if you actually looked in there, you would see that it was grown man's business being handled in there. And then Devin continues to impress, man. He comes in, he sacrifices his body. He's right in people's face. He's chesting up. Even with Stu, had to calm him down, but like he's not backing down. And those are the things that come off of our bench, because some nights we might not have it, or maybe even not have it early, and you need that bump. And both of them, they brought that this evening.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Doug.